The Morning Watch is sponsored by Bashko, the store that gives you more.
Gear up the schoolers! July 15th to September 14th, Bashka's amazing back-to-school deals just for you! Buy a case of books and receive a box of pencils and pens! Don't miss special discounts on computer tables and chairs starting August 1st! That's not all! 2 lucky winners will receive a Samsung tablet or a $30,000 back-to-school shopping spree! Follow us on all socials at Bashko Jamaica for more information. Visit Bashko today and gear up the schoolers! Bashko, the store that gives you more.
Listeners to Love 101 FM are advised that the views and opinions expressed in this program are not necessarily those of Love 101 FM.
Hello and welcome to the Morning Watch on Love 101 FM. I'm your host, Stokeley Marshall. A special welcome to our listeners on love101.org, and if you are overseas and on the move, U.S. listeners can access us at 712-832-8001, and if you are in the U.K., 0330-332-6541, or join us via the Love 101 FM app that can be downloaded from the Google Play Store or the Apple Store. You can also join us on Love 101 FM Facebook and YouTube Live in the First Watch today. JCDC Gospel Star and Festival Song winners. And in the Second Watch, meet Omolora Wilson, Miss Jamaica Festival Queen 2024. For our social media question, we ask, how important are the song and festival queen competitions? Share your responses on our Love 101 FM Facebook page and YouTube channel, and also on WhatsApp, 876-9973-125 using hashtag The Morning Watch. We'll share your response later on the program, but first is I quote.
All right, today's I quote says, "No mug, no broke, no coffee, no dash way." This is a Jamaican proverb, and the translation says, "The mug is not broken, therefore the coffee is not thrown away or wasted."
Not thrown away or wasted.
Mm-hmm.
Good morning, Mr. Dyer. How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I heard you translating or reading the translation for no mug, no broke, no coffee, no dash way. Yes, so what Jamaican proverbs do you have for us next week? I'm just joking.
I'm glad you are.
The main watch will be back after this break.
Every day you're an inspiration with the things them way you do. The everyday work and the everyday play. Whether you eat food with your friend them or you build track and run rhythm, Flow is committed to the everyday. Going the extra mile, mile after mile every day. And the best is yet to come. Flow, every day better.
Tiles, and more tiles! It's the Totally Tiles sale event at Home and Things. Enjoy up to 70% off select mosaic tiles. Check out our new arrivals of elegant Spanish porcelain and stylish ceramics at unbelievably low prices. Save big on A-grade floor and wall tiles. Trendy designs, colors, and sizes. We've got it all. Plus other discounts store-wide. Catch the Totally Tiles sale event now on at Home and Things, Old Hope Road and Constant Spring Road. Lots of tiles, lots of styles.
Gear up the schoolers! July 15th to September 14th, Bashka's amazing back-to-school deals just for you! Buy a case of books and receive a box of pencils and pens! Don't miss special discounts on computer tables and chairs starting August 1st! That's not all! 2 lucky winners will receive a Samsung tablet or a $30,000 back-to-school shopping spree! Follow us on all socials at Bashko Jamaica for more information. Visit Bashko today and gear up the schoolers! Bashko, the store that gives you more.
Welcome to the Morning Watch. I'm your host, Stokeley Marshall. We are in the First Watch. One winner said she feels blessed and highly favored. The other said, or was said to have given a thrilling performance during the competition's finale. This is probably true for both ladies who were winners of the festival and gospel star song competitions, respectively. Both finals were held just in time for the Emancipendence celebrations earlier this month. We have as our guest Kimelia. I hope I didn't mispronounce her name. Kimiela, or is it Kimelia? Candy Isaacs, winner of the Jamaica Festival Song Competition 2024. We also have, is it Jada Messam? Jada Messam, winner of the JCDC Gospel Star Competition 2024. Ladies, good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Who is that?
This is Camila.
Kimila. Okay, so I am happy to have heard you pronounce your own name. Kimila Candy Isaacs. Jada Messam,
Yes, good morning. Thank you for having me.
both with us. Now, first of all, tell us a little bit about yourself, starting with you, Kimila.
Well, I am your VIP, visually impaired professional, Camila Candy Isaac. Um, I hail from the community of New Garden. Uh, I am
And for those who may not know, that's in the parish of?
That's in the parish of Kingston.
I know.
St. Andrew.
I just
sorry.
want you to say it, yes. You're introducing yourself.
St. Andrew.
Yes.
I have been singing since I was a child. I made my first public appearance at 12 years old at the Ron Kinolly show on May 23rd, 1996.
That's a gospel singer, Ron Kinolly.
Yes, that's the gospel singer, the internationally acclaimed.
The internationally acclaimed. Thank you, Kimila. Continue. Yes. I know. Thank you for saying it. Go ahead.
Right. Singing for me is a joy.
Clearly, I've seen you sing, and it's obvious just from the look on your face that you're thrilled, totally thrilled by what you're singing. Continue.
Yes, I love what I do. I love what I do. My philosophy says, I am music and music is me.
I am music and music is me. Well, yes. A lot more to say there. And Kimila, how was the competition for you, generally speaking?
The competition for me was very interesting. It was very exciting for me. I enjoyed every moment of the journey. Yeah. You know, of course, we had the days when we were really tired, but, you know, somebody had asked me, how are you doing? And I said, stressed right out, but loving the journey.
You introduced yourself as a VIP and you said what it meant. Would you like to repeat it and tell us a little bit about that, if you wish?
Visually impaired professional. In other words, I am blind. I have been born, I was born blind, right? And, yeah, that's basically.
But you're not lacking vision.
No. That's not me.
Yes, understood. Thank you, Kimila. Let's move to Jada Messam. Jada Messam.
Hi.
Or should I say Constable Jada Messam?
It's not a problem.
Jada Messam, the Constable of Police, who is the winner of the JCDC Gospel Star Competition 2024. Tell us a little bit about that. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hi, everyone. My name is Jada Messam. I'm a police officer or a law enforcement officer. I'm from a small community called Downtown District, located in the parish of St. James. Jada is beautiful, strong. You know, I love to impact people in a positive way. Jada is a go-getter. Jada is a child of God. Jada is just Jada. There's a lot to it.
Now, why enter the Gospel Star competition as opposed to maybe, for example, the Festival Song competition? Is it that you want to ensure that your passion for the Lord is expressed through that particular channel? You know, what sort of career in the field of gospel singing, might you be contemplating, or is it that you want to just maybe stay in the police force whilst doing this? Where do you see yourself going, Jada Messon? Because I mean, I have watched similarly as I've watched a clip with Camila. I could tell her that she's enjoying what she's doing just by watching the video with her singing. In watching you, as
Yes.
many Christians say, I can see the anointing.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes,
Where do I see
actually
myself?
minister, actually minister when you sing.
Yes, I do. I
Yes,
have
I
a
can.
lot to give God thanks for, so I have to do that.
So tell us about where you see yourself as a gospel, can I say gospel star, a gospel minister going.
Um, I see myself on international platforms, um, or I would say Jamaica and the entire diaspora.
Yes,
So far, I'm able to balance policing and the ministry itself. So
yes,
at this time, I cannot tell you that, oh, I will actually try to give up either one of them because at this time, I'm okay balancing both and they do complement each other. So
yes.
at this time, I'm okay with all of that. But I see myself on international platforms, releasing singles, stuff like that.
Yes, yeah, anyone who has seen Jada Messam sing, she really comes across as a gospel minister. And even in the words, as you sing, I mean, you can feel as I said, the anointing. You can feel it. She's not just singing a song or singing to
Right.
sound good or because she has a great voice. Now, in terms of your experiences in the competitions, good, bad, indifferent, Camila, I mean, what was the good, the bad, and the indifferent? As you were going through, I'm not saying there were really terrible moments, but you would have probably had some ups and downs, getting ready, turning up, um, making sure you're ready to start singing, little jitters here and there. What was the experience like? You said interesting earlier, but if you could expand a little bit.
Okay, they're good. um, the camaraderie between the contestants and myself. We were like a family, just there for each other, and you know, there's a WhatsApp group, so people were able to communicate um in and out of rehearsals and stuff.
Yeah.
And the rehearsals themselves, they were awesome too. The band members, they were, very, very, very friendly and everything. And honestly speaking, I have to dig deep to find some bad moments.
You know why that is so, Camila, if I might hazard a guess? I think it's because you enjoyed so much that even what might be bad for some people was good for you. Am I
Right?
correct?
That is it, quite so.
Yes, I believe
And
that is it.
you know, uh, just getting my thing together, planning the whole process, planning the whole performance. How am I going to do this? How are we going to pull through this? Finals is coming up, and of course, yeah, oh yeah, we can say this is one of the bad moments. I had a few anxiety attacks just thinking about the competition.
Okay.
But yeah, but I would really consider it as bad because it's a normal thing for any performer.
Yes, understood.
Once you love what you do, you're going to be anxious about it because you want
Understood.
to give it your all.
Yes.
And I must say that during this competition, I have proven God to be faithful. From the start, from writing the song,
Yes.
to achieving this victory, God was in it all the way for me. So I
Yes.
can't take none of the credit. I have to give God all glory and honor and praise.
Understood. Understood. We're almost upon a break already, but Jada Messom, from your perspective, the good, the bad, and the indifferent, if there was anything bad or indifferent, was it all good?
No, it wasn't all good to be honest.
Actually, Jay,
Let's
I
proceed.
think what you can do for me, if you can just hold that thought for a second, because I gather we are now up on a break. Listeners, please
Okay.
stay with us. Very interesting discussion with Camila Isaacs and Jada Messam. We'll be right back on the Morning Watch.
Standing in that strong way.
Time on Love 101 is now 7:15 a.m.
Kingston and St. Andrew, the Jamaica Customs Agency comes your way this Friday, August 16, 2024, from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. for Customs Meets the Community Town and Community Tour Edition. We set the tempo at Downtown Parade, raise the bridge from Capping Square to Mandela Park after 3 at 2 p.m. So join us for all things customs, imports, exports, charities and auctions, contactless clearance, and our new mobile app, Customs Connect. That's Customs Meets the Community, reaching our customers where they are. Grace is bringing family, food, and fun together in one place. Get ready for Grace Food Festival. Piece of plastic. A credit card is a loan which is tied to your account at a financial institution. Remember, you still have to pay back the institution on time for any transactions. It's not your money. You have to pay it back or your credit profile will suffer. If you don't pay it back in full, interest will be charged on any outstanding amount. If you don't pay in full, interest will be charged on any outstanding amount.
This financial literacy tip was brought to you by Bank of Jamaica, building an inclusive economy.
Welcome back to the Morning Watch. I'm your host, Stokeley Marshall. We are in the first watch having a very lively and interesting conversation with Jada Messam, winner of the JCDC Gospel Star Competition 2024, and Camila Candy Isaacs, winner of the Jamaica Festival Song Competition 2024. Camila, we were playing your song earlier. You heard it?
Yes, sir, I do.
Yes. And Jada, I know that in your competition you sang various songs, you would have anyway. But we will be hearing your song soon, maybe. Jada Messam? I don't think
Yes,
we
are
have.
you hearing me now?
Yes, you were muted, Jada
I had a
Messam.
little I had a little issue with the phone. I'm sorry.
That's not a rub. I
Repeat
was
that
saying, I was
question
just
again.
saying to you, we will soon hear your original song soon.
I hope I
You know,
okay.
Jada, I was asking you just before the break, what were the good, the bad, and the indifferent in terms of your experience in the competition, the Gospel Star competition. You said it wasn't all good. You began to say that it
No, it
was
wasn't.
bad.
It
Tell
wasn't.
us about that.
It wasn't.
Tell us about that,
Um,
if you can.
this story is a long one, but I'll cut it short.
All right.
My entire journey was a test,
What?
right? My
A
entire
testimony.
journey
A
was a test
testimony.
to see how faithful I am, to see how obedient I am, to see how willing I am. Um, it's if I tell you this story, it would almost bring me to tears again. But God has been so good over the 1 month, I would say 1 month and probably a week traveling back and forth from Kingston
Yeah.
to St. James, not a scratch on me, not a scratch on the car. But surrounding that, I stood out and I said to myself that God, whatever you're doing in this season, don't do it without me. Like I was so frustrated at one point. And I had to say to him, all right, you know what? Me give up, me just get everything. Me I do everything for you now, yeah? So it was not all good, but through it all, I learned to trust in Jesus even more.
Amen. Amen. You didn't go into some of the details, but from what you have said, again, the same way you ministered when I saw you sing, even in that testimony, I'm hearing the depth of what you're saying. And
Yeah,
I think everything are connecting with what you are saying, notwithstanding challenges and the journeys back and forth, St. James to Kingston and back. And you mentioned not a scratch.
not a scratch.
One can even look beyond those mere words, not a scratch. God took you through, not a
Yes, he
scratch.
did.
Not a scratch. Jada Messam, Kimila Isaacs. Plans for the future for both of you, ladies. Kimila Isaacs, plans for the future. You have won the competition, visually impaired, but not lacking vision. So, in terms of plans for the future, where do you see yourself, Kimila Isaacs?
I am ready for the world, and you know, with God as guide, of course, because without God, I am just an empty shell.
Yeah.
So with God as guide, I am ready for the world. I will be releasing a few singles, and I tell everybody that Beryl will be no match for Candy.
You mean the past Hurricane Beryl?
Yes.
You know, there is an energy I saw in the way you presented your song in your video. And I must say, it's an energy I haven't seen matched in a long time in many spaces. And I think just the way you punched as you sang, it really resonated with it can resonate with a lot of persons. Where do you think that is coming from?
It's all God.
Yes.
It's all God.
Yeah.
You know, a little backstory. When I was to enter the competition, it was a story like this. I was, I woke up and I remember the Holy Spirit saying to me, write the song and make it gospel centered.
I noticed that about the song. It is gospel centered. I noticed it.
And I said to the Lord, if this is really you speaking to me, give me the lyrics by the end of the day.
Mighty God, Daniel.
He did come through. And he gave me the lyrics by the end of the day. And so I checked in with my producer, Sydney Thorpe, who is also visually impaired. And I said,
producer also visually impaired.
Yes.
Sydney Thorpe, you said?
Yes, from Fab 5.
Thank you, Sydney Thorpe.
Continue. Said, this is us. And so you know, the energy that
yes, man, the energy is very clear. I mean,
it's God, it's all God. We can't do it of my own, you know.
Yes, and you know, just watching you and feeling that strong vibe, it's as if you're saying to the world, nothing is going to stop me from singing this song. That's how it looks, you know. Nothing will stop me from singing this song. And in the testimony that you're giving now, where you actually had that conversation with God, and He did give you the lyrics. I can see now where it's coming from. And you talk about the world, ready for the world. You know, the world can have a lot of little pitfalls here and there. You know.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm not saying you're scared or anything like that, but you know, just thinking about what you could be seeing as you look beyond the shores of Jamaica. What kind of mood or temperament you think you're in?
Well, you see, I'm very fierce for Christ. Wow.
Yes.
That deep.
Yes.
Fierce for Christ.
Yeah, that's all right. You're on Love FM. You can say that.
Yes. I have never been and I will never be ashamed of the gospel of Jesus Christ.
Wow.
And, you know, as long as I go out there as a Christ representative,
yes.
I mean, you know, everything will work in my favor. I won't say I won't have the times when I will not encounter the little pit stops, but for every pit stop I encounter, I will be soaring higher.
And you know why I even mentioned the whole thing about as you proceed overseas or go overseas, you will encounter some persons who want to hear your message, and you might encounter those who don't want to hear the message.
Well, even in this competition, I've had people commenting to say, "Oh, that's not enough for festival. I got the song."
Wow.
You know,
Yes.
I got the song,
Yes.
but because I know who I am
Yes.
and whose I am, I really wasn't deterred by it.
I didn't see it as a gospel song, quite frankly. I saw it as a Jamaica song, as the name of the song connotes. But it was very clear, as you said, it was gospel centered. I could pick that up. And even in the delivery of how you carried the song, one really felt that coming from you. Great song, Camila Isaacs, and you truly deserve to be the winner of that competition. Jada Messom, plans for the future going forward? You mentioned earlier international
Yes.
gospel star competition, and I'm assuming you're going to be singing a lot more of your own songs going forward.
Yes.
So tell us about plans for the future. You did indicate earlier that at this time you're in the JCF and you're singing gospel. No problem with that. That might continue right through, but we don't know yet. But how do you see yourself?
We don't know what the future holds.
We don't know what the future holds, but where do you think, or do you have any inkling as to where God might be leading you at this time? Or is he saying, just follow me and I'll carry you? Tell us, Jada Messom.
Just follow me and I will carry you. That is clear to me. Why? Throughout my life experiences with him, I
Yes.
oftentimes I've asked the question to myself, Jada, where you see yourself, Jada? Like, where you want to go? It's not like I don't know, but what I do, I leave all my cares and my burdens, my decisions,
Yes.
my questions to him because I'm alone can do it. I'm alone can do it.
Say that
If we
again.
are to rely,
Jada
if
Messom. You
we
said,
are to rely
him alone,
on our own understanding,
him
it
alone
not
can
go work.
do not rely on your own understanding.
Yeah.
That's what you need.
So yes. So at this time, I have an intention to, go on the international platform. That I see myself there. But for now, I rather take my time, just go through the schools, anyway at all. Believe me, anyway at all. Yeah, we see Jada there because guess what? We are spread the word of God. We are
Yes.
do what God will always do. So yeah,
And any ideas in terms of maybe other competitions, maybe overseas or further training in terms of delivering your message, in terms of how you present it, and actually that would apply to you as well, Camila Isaacs, because you don't have to stay at one level. There's always more room to grow in. Jada Messom.
yes, certainly there are other plans, to see me propelling from where I am now. Um, I don't see it as a far goal though. I think it's very near. It's just that I don't want to anticipate it though. I just want, everything be natural and
And
in
let the
flow and
Lord
in
select.
line.
Even the people will come to work with you and to support you,
Right, right.
because you don't want the wrong persons to come into your space.
No, no.
Camila Isaacs, similar thing in terms of going forward, future training, future competitions or other competitions in the future, maybe overseas, and having that right support system around you to carry you forward. Camila Isaacs?
Yes, 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 the same thing.
Yes.
Of course, as I said before, and I will never get tired of saying it, with God as guide.
I was about to ask you what plans you have to ensure that you don't become distracted as you go forward, because
No,
the more you
I
rise,
think
the devil might try to send some
exactly.
distractions.
But let me tell you something. Just the thought of getting distracted
Yes.
scares me. It scares me because I have to remember where I am coming from. I have to remember the many times when I met depression and depression met me, but God.
Well, remember the stories like Esther, Daniel, Joseph.
Quite so.
How the Lord took them,
Mm-hmm.
and they clearly, as you can see from the accounts in the Holy Scriptures,
That is it.
they did
That
not
is it.
lose their focus. Kimila Isaac, Jada Messam, I want to thank the both of you for being guests this morning on the Morning Watch. Very inspiring conversation with both of you. Thank you so much for your time and for your thoughts.
Thank you for having me.
Listeners, please stay with us at the Morning Watch. Thanks to the both of you.
Many, we are one nation, one family. We activate rising faith and joyfully celebrate.
Anything possible with a little savings in your hand.
The time by Gem Bank is
7:30.
I am Megan Tapper, Olympic 100-meter hurdles bronze medalist. At 5'1", I've always been asked, how you manage to clear the hurdles so easily? Truth is, I've been overcoming hurdles all my life. How? Preparation. So I always prepare for every hurdle in life. And that's why I drink True Shake. With True Shake, I get 9 grams of protein and 24 essential vitamins. I may be short, but with True Shake, I am not short of anything.
Come on, True Shake and go!
Febreze. Imagine getting home after a long day and it smells so amazing that it makes you smile. Try Febreze Plugs, an air freshener that delivers continuous scent for up to 50 days when you plug it in low mode. Indulge in wonderful scents for weeks with Febreze.
La 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 la. Gear up the schoolers! July 15 to September 14, Bosch Cars amazing back-to-school deals just for you! Buy a case of books and receive a box of pencils and pens! Don't miss special discounts on computer tables and chairs starting August 1st! That's not all! 2 lucky winners will receive a Samsung tablet or a $30,000 back-to-school shopping spree! Follow us on all socials at Bashco Jamaica for more information. Visit Bashco today and gear up the schoolers! Bashco, the store that gives you more.
Happy follow Grace Sardine, follow the better flavor. Grace Sardine with the chef and the beginner. Follow the pan with pepper, that are the winner. Shop on supermarkets, everybody sell it. You all of them nice. Pass the part, make us shell it.
Pick up Grace Sardines with peppers, vegetable oil, water and olive oil with peppers.
Cook it up, breakfast, lunch or dinner. Shake it out, spice it up, make it simmer. Grace Sardine, yeah, the better flavor. Quick and easy as you print it, ready.
Grace Sardines, follow the better flavor.
The report is out.
What report?
The Constitutional Reform Committee's report of recommendations.
Recommendations on what?
On how we move from a monarchy to a republic, of course.
So what's in it?
The creation of the office of president and changes to our parliament. Yes, man. It also includes a new qualification for membership in parliament. I know you want to see that one.
Read the full report at roadtorepublic.mlca.gov.jm.
We are on the road to republic.
Welcome back to the Morning Watch. I'm your host, Stokeley Marshall. Let's take a look now at the newspapers to see what Jamaicans and others are saying and doing. And let us see, we have in the Daily Observer, very, very troubling headline here. Trail of blood. Trail of blood. Police say Cherry Tree Lane massacre spawned overseas. Prime suspect shot dead by law enforcers in Clarendon. We turn to Loop Jamaica News online. Cops to arrest man seen in video threatening Prime Minister and his family. What is Jamaica coming to? We now turn to the Gleaner. This is not Chaka Chaka development. Boundbrook Urban Center in Portland expected to provide 2,000 jobs. And those and many other stories in our various news sources. Coming up next, we'll read for you some of the feedback from our Facebook, YouTube, and WhatsApp question, which is, how important are the Song and Festivals Queen competitions? If you haven't done so yet, leave your responses on our Facebook or YouTube, Love 101 from Jamaica Live, and also WhatsApp comments and voice notes to 876-997-3125 using the hashtag The Morning Watch. We'll be right back.
The Love Jockey is on duty every Saturday inside Youth Connection. Don't miss the hype. Don't miss the tunes. Don't miss the excitement with your boy, DJ Rebirth. Saturdays at 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. on the family station, Love 101. At 3 p.m., your DJ runs the gospel rhythm. Hot. Tune in at 4 p.m. for a time where we share a word to grow your mind. GYM, grow your mind. Jim, get it? Grow your mind. And at 4:30 p.m., we share with you how young people are giving of their time and fulfilling their purpose inside Ministry in Action. We get a taste of poetry and spoken word inside Poetry and Praise. And you get to send us a WhatsApp message and request your favorite gospel song inside Gospel Faves at 5. All this and more every Saturday at 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. with your love jock, your boy, DJ Rebirth. It's all here on the family station. Love 101.
Youth Connection. True Body and them figured he provide everything on guide people we chat. True Body and them figured him alone make we appear when we did chat. Hey. True Body.
Join the family station Love 101 for Double the Love, Saturday, August 24th, as we will be live on location in Spanish Town at the lay-by in front of the Sagicor Shopping Center from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Come spend the day with our Love 101 announcers, Jekyll Dyer, DJ Parchment, and our resident DJ, DJ Rebirth. It promises to be a fun-filled day with games, prizes, surprises, giveaways. You don't want to miss it. Double the Love, Saturday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. at the Spanish Town Sagicor Shopping Center, live in the family station, Love 101. Sponsored by Price Smart Jamaica. One membership, many benefits. National Housing Trust, the key to your home. Institute of International Recognized Qualifications, an alternative pathway to success. Distinction College, providing opportunities for all. Recycling Partners of Jamaica, improving recycling habits across Jamaica. And Jamaica Pentecostal Union Apostolic.
Hey everybody, it's time for Small People with Auntie Vashti.
That's right, it's the Small People Show with me, Auntie Vashti, every Monday to Friday at 4:30 p.m. Listen up, children, this is our time, and every day we want you in on the great things we are doing inside the Small People Show. We come to have fun. We come to help you through those rough days. We're educational, inspirational, and the Small People Show with Auntie Vashti is taking over the nation. Every child must know that they are special because God created you special. That's the Small People Show with me, Auntie Vashti. Monday to Friday at 4:30 p.m. It's on the family station, Love 101.
And every afternoon, Small People.
Welcome back to the Morning Watch. I'm your host, Stokeley Marshall. Now for your responses to our social media question. How important are the song and festival queen competitions, Jekyll?
All right, so you have a response here, or responses rather. This one is coming from Cherry in Spanish Town. She says the festival song and the queen competition are still very important as they are a part of our Jamaican culture, of which a lot of us as Jamaicans need to be aware of and know, and we should never lose sight of our Jamaican culture. Thank you. Sister Ray Ray from Spanish Town sent a voice note. Let's hear from her.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. This is Sister Rere here, Jada. I'm listening to your interview. And you stay on the same track. Once you're with God, it is perfect. He said, open your mouth and I'll fill it with words. Girlfriend, I'm not saying something I hear about. I have experienced God in a special way, and you just stay with God, and He will take you wherever He wants to take you. He is above all else. Good morning.
And that was Sister Ray Ray from Spanish Town. Thank you so much.
Good morning to Sister Ray Ray and to Cherry. Thank you for those comments. We move right into the second watch. Well, Omolora Wilson has been declared the winner of the Miss Jamaica Festival Queen 2024 competition. What might have made her enter this competition? How does she feel as the winner? Omolora Wilson, good morning. Are you with us?
Good morning. I am with you and the family of Love FM this morning.
Great having you on. Now, your experience in the competition, what you expected from the competition versus the reality of what you might have experienced in the competition. Was there a big contrast? What did everything just go like clockwork? Was everything as smooth can be? Were there any little bumps? What was your experience, Laura Wilson?
Listen, this experience. Listen, um, reality kicks in really quickly when you're doing competition, especially when you go through training process. And so no, my expectations of the competition was not met with reality. It was not a smooth process at all because you go in 2 weeks before competition day, training every single day to perfect your art, and not just your art as an individual, but your art as a collective. And at no point in time I said to myself, this was an win. I'm not going to lie to you. This year, Jason had some phenomenal women representing their parish. And so no point in time could you relax because you know that your competition is hot, hot, hot. So for me, I must say that one of my expectations that were met was the fact that I actually developed and grew much better than how I started the competition. So even though it's straight a competition night, they're instilling with you characteristics and skills that you can't leave. You can't depart from once you've left the competition. So you learn how to express yourself more properly. You learn how to stand. You learn how to articulate. You learn how to eat in public space. You learn how to communicate with children and persons who are not from at places of advantage or just places of luxury. And it gives you that opportunity. So when you leave this competition, you are able to still able to just be a wholesome person, overall. So I must say, expectation was surpassed. Reality kicked in really quickly, and you have to do the do at the end of the day.
Unfortunately, sometimes the line is a little bit choppy. I'm hoping that can be resolved, but we're going to try to do the best we can in terms of hearing you until maybe that can be resolved. Of course, you are representing the parish of Saint Elizabeth.
Yes.
Yes, which recently had a pretty nasty little experience with Hurricane Beryl.
Yes, we did.
Yes, and there are still vast segments of the parish. You can correct me if I'm wrong. You are from the parish. There are sections of the parish which are still reeling from the effects of Hurricane Beryl.
You're right.
Even with JPS saying that the deadline to restore light in your parish is the 31st of August. What's your response to the destruction in your lovely parish?
Well, we are still struggling. I'm not going to lie to you. We have a very long to go, and that's beyond electricity. If I'm going to be honest,
I can imagine.
Pardon me.
I
Yes.
can imagine, and I will add that I have an umbilical cord tied to Saint Elizabeth through my grandmother.
Hear
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
But even in my community didn't suffer the maximum damage, and yet still we are still without electricity. The other day we got back electricity, and I don't know what happened. We lost it again, and that's just
Oh my God! Oh dear.
yes. So we are still really and truly struggling. What I consider my win to be is a ray of hope for the people of St. Elizabeth to know that, listen, we're still out here being resilient. We're still taking up space on a national level. We're still showing the breadbasket pride, regardless of what we're going through. And so, even my own small way, I have done my GoFundMe to collect contributions to give back to my parish. And
You
I
have.
got a lot of donations. I must say thank you to Jamaicans in Jamaica and the
So, in your capacity as festival queen for Jamaica,
right. No, Festival Queen for Saint Elizabeth. It was when I was Saint Elizabeth Festival Queen, I did my GoFundMe
I
and
see.
over 3,000 USD as a contribution.
Even
That's
before becoming the
$500,000.
national champion. Hold that thought 1 second, Omolora Wilson, because we are now upon a break. Listeners, please stay with us. Very interesting conversation with Omolora Wilson, Miss Jamaica Festival Queen 2024. We'll be right back at the Morning Watch.
Play sardine for the chef and the beginner. Follow the pan with pepper, that are the winner. Shop on supermarkets, everybody
Play
sell it.
sardines, follow the better flavor.
The time is
7:45.
To my amazing son on his wedding day, my heart is full of joy for you. I wish you a lifetime of happiness and a house full of love. Oh, and some kids would be nice. Your mommy will be the kindest, loveliest granny there ever was. Love always, Daddy. I promised him I'd read this to you one day, and here we are.
Thanks, Mommy. Your love lives on with life insurance from Sagicor. Talk to an advisor today.
I love doing my own thing, so to have to live by my landlady rules, kind of rough. I can only park near the front gate, to the right of the mango tree, but not on the lawn. Well, I fulfilled 2 dreams with 1 Jane Bank savings plan enough. I buy my dream home, and I live by my own rules.
Stop wishing you could. With your Jane Bank savings, you absolutely can. Jane Bank will help you find a way. Gear up the schoolers! July 15 to September 14, Bosch Cars amazing back-to-school deals just for you! Buy a case of books and receive a box of pencils and pens! Don't miss special discounts on computer tables and chairs starting August 1st! That's not all! 2 lucky winners will receive a Samsung tablet or a $30,000 back-to-school shopping spree! Follow us on all socials at Bashco Jamaica for more information. Visit Bashco today and gear up the schoolers! Bashco, the store that gives you more.
Kingston and St. Andrew, the Jamaica Customs Agency comes your way this Friday, August 16, 2024 from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. for Customs Meets the Community Town and Community Tour Edition. We set the tempo downtown parade, raise the bridge from Tapping Square to Mandela Park half a 3 at 2 p.m. So join us for all things customs, imports, exports, charities and auctions, contactless clearance and our new mobile app, Customs Connect. That's Customs Meets the Community, reaching our customers where they are.
Make an impact on your career. Earn real money. Get 3 to 4 local and international certification in practical nursing and early childhood education with free CXC or CAPE subjects in 6 to 12 months at Distinction College, located at 26 Hagley Park Road, Kingston, 6 Nugent Street, Spanish Town, and Ocho Rios. Earn global certificates in 3 months in geriatric nursing, phlebotomy, childcare. We have the lowest school fees around. Classes begin very soon. Call us 356-4167.
Here is your opportunity to connect with someone who will listen, pray, and give guidance. It's the Ministry of Counseling and Prayer of the Edgewater Baptist Church. Please call 876-220-6474 or 876-332-7956. Weekdays between 8 a.m. and 9 p.m. Saturdays and Sundays between 8 a.m. and 8 p.m. Please talk to someone if you're finding it particularly challenging to cope during this period of crisis. Someone is waiting for your call. Please reach out today. 876-220-6474 or 876-332-7956. It's the telephone counseling and prayer ministry of the Edgewater Baptist Church. A reminder that somebody cares. Endorsed by Love 101.
When I come to the end of myself, Father, carry me.
Welcome back to the Morning Watch. I'm your host, Stokeley Marshall. We are in the second watch. We're speaking with Omolora Wilson, Miss Jamaica Festival Queen 2024. And of course, we're meeting her. So we're meeting Omolora Wilson, the Festival Queen for Jamaica. Now, Omolora Wilson, you mentioned that just prior to or before you became the Festival Queen for the entire island, whilst you were as it were, festival queen for the parish of St. Elizabeth, you had actually launched a GoFundMe
Yes.
to raise monies for your lovely parish.
Mhm.
And you raised, I think you said, on or about 3,000 US dollars. Am I correct?
Right. So over 3,000. Let me know if you're hearing me clear, by the way, but over 3,000.
We hear an echo. You sound a little bit distant, but we are hearing you. Maybe we can figure out a way to increase your volume. But whilst we have that dealt with, what do you think prompted you to do that? Is it because of your role as festival queen for the parish? You felt obligated? Did someone maybe suggest that you try to do this? What prompted you to make that push?
Well, to be festival queen for your parish, you must first have love and
Yeah.
a connection to your parish. So before this had nothing to do with festival queen, but it was just coincidental that I was festival queen around that time.
Yeah.
So
In hearing you speak, it doesn't sound as if you only did it because you were the festival queen or that was
no,
the reason. It's just you. That is how you are.
right. So I'm a
Yeah.
product of Elizabeth, and I could not stand by and see that my parish was in a state of distress, and I have a platform to get that and don't use my platform properly.
Yes. And in terms of distribution, helping anyone, how has that been? Or is it that the funds were sort of directed through a particular group or NGO? Or, I mean,
Right.
how has that been?
Well, so it's two things. I would have collected it's cash and kind. So I'd have gotten donations of food products, clothing, sanitary napkins, and I would have worked with the Ministry of Labor and Social Security to distribute those things. Did a lot of community tours. The funds itself, ensure that the funds were properly distributed, those are transferred to the parish disaster committee under the municipal corporation because they're the ones with the data who knows, but I can determine that,
Who
but then
is deserving, yes. Who is
more.
in need.
Right. So they're the ones who handle the part.
Oh my Lord, that's amazing. And just generally speaking, though, sort of focusing more on the competition itself, what do you think made you win? And can you just remind listeners what's the role of the festival queen as well? But first of all, what do you think made you win? What made Omalora Wilson win this competition this year?
I think my personality stands out. My character stands out a lot. And
Yeah.
so I'm a plus size girl. So already I grab your attention because you're going to say, that's a fat one. What's that fat one doing there? But it's when I showcase my personality that I think drew the crowd and also the judges to me. And also the way I express myself in terms of my contribution to community involvement and my understanding and being able to link that to who I am as a Jamaican. And so prejudging is one thing because you can do so much, but the judges will see you as a winner from prejudging, but the crowd must see your personality when you touch the stage. I think my personality really brought out what a true Jamaican woman ought to be. And I think that's what the crowd appreciated and also the judges.
Would you describe yourself as charismatic?
I, I guess I can go with that. I do believe so. I do believe I have a lot of
Yes, or maybe not. Sometimes the word charismatic can be so laden, but
right.
there's a lot of charisma because one just seeing images of you online, you do display that charisma. It's as if as you indicated, someone will look at the picture, look at the video, look at you on stage, and they'll say, this seems to be somebody who you want to have a conversation with, who you want to hear speak, who you want to see what they can, do in their space, and even what you have indicated earlier in terms of seeing the need of Saint Elizabeth, and you jumped in.
Thank you.
Just seeing that alone, it does stand out. And in terms of the role of a festival queen, because it seems as if you've already been playing that role even before you became the Jamaica champion. But can you just build that out for us? Help Jamaicans to remind them what is the role of a festival queen.
So festival queens are selected based on their community involvement and also their cultural awareness. And
Yeah.
your goal is to become an agent of culture, influencing young people and engaging them so that they can also become agents of culture. You're a representative of Brand Jamaica, and also you are considered a point person or a representation of what the motto is of the people in terms of our culture and what we hold as a Jamaican, as Jamaicans rather. So it's more than just a beauty contest. There's emphasis on community involvement because people must know and love you because of what you do, and also cultural awareness.
Understood. Now, I know we're in a space or in a time when, sometimes persons will say, should there even be a beauty contest in any way, shape, or form? Do you have any responses to that? You did say that it is not just a beauty contest, but even the idea of there even being such a thing, some people might be like, not so sure about that. I'm not really comfortable with beauty contests or even anything in this sort of a way.
Correct.
Any reactions from you, Omalora Wilson?
I think that the Miss Jamaica Festival Queen competition, beauty contests, or provide platforms for you to express themselves and, dare I say, find themselves. And for
You say
festival,
find themselves.
yes,
Unpack that, please. Unpack
for
that.
me, a lot of times you find such hidden potentials being brought out of you just through this training program. So it's
Okay.
more than just getting a platform, but you find yourself, you find things that you didn't even know you had to
Yeah.
do while preparing for these competitions. And I want to say that the reason why Festival Queen competition is important is because every single parish needs to have a representative on the stage on a national level.
Your audio is a bit choppy, but I think you're saying every single parish has a representative on stage. Is that what you said?
Right. Yes, they do on national level. And not only that, you get to showcase not just your parish, but the culture and the history of your parish. And so while in competition, I learned a lot about Hanover and St. Thomas because those girls were aged, they represented their parishes. So I believe why this competition is important is because it continues to provide platforms for young women within community, and also it gives an opportunity for us to learn more about the parish of Jamaica.
Some people will still be uncomfortable with beauty contests, but thank you for your response, notwithstanding. And you did indicate that there was some training that brought things out or of persons
Yes,
that yes, that they otherwise probably would not have known.
truly.
In terms of what you do from here, what will you be doing in a couple of seconds we have left? Maybe 30 seconds or so.
Well, I will be executing my community project. Is signed Seal Jamaica. And what that does is introduce sign language as a communication, um, as communication for students in early childhood and primary schools, and also involve culture in sign language to include Jamaican culture and how we express ourselves so that our culture becomes inclusive and diverse. In addition to that, I want to continue encouraging young people to become involved in our culture and also to integrate our traditional folk forms and our culture while we become globalized and modernized.
You said something a while ago, which we probably won't have time to get into. You mentioned the diverse. In 10 seconds, anything you have in mind uppermost when you say diverse?
Well, the thing about it is our motto is out of many one people. You can't just believe that our culture is significant to those who are abled. And so you must involve the minorities and the communities that are there that they can also express themselves in our culture. So my deaf people can be able to express themselves. The black be able to express themselves because we're all one Jamaican people. So our culture must revolve and reflect that
I
in the truest
think we
form.
may have to leave it there only because of time. Laura Wilson,
Yes.
very interesting conversation with you this morning.
Yeah.
Thank you for contributing to the morning watch this morning. I found quite a bit of what you said very interesting indeed. Thank you so much for spending some time with us.
Thank you for having me. Have a great day.
You as well. Thank you, listeners, for being with us. Join us again next week as we look at other topical and controversial issues. Visit the Love 101 FM YouTube channel and Facebook page, and now TikTok at Love 101 FM Jamaica for this and all other Love 101 FM programs. Listen to the Morning Watch on our Love 101 app. Download it today and stay connected to the family station, Love 101 FM, the number one gospel station in Jamaica. This has been the Morning Watch. Thanks to our producer Kathy Gale and to our guests. Join Reverend Dr. Dylan Toussaint next week as he looks at other topical and controversial issues of the day. I am Stokeley Marshall, handing back to Love in the Morning with Chakal.
At the Ministry of Health and Wellness, we are committed to the values of care, compassion, excellence in service, integrity, teamwork, and innovation as we work to safeguard the health of our nation. The time by the Ministry of Health and Wellness is
8 a.m. and you are now invited to listen to